Hi, I'm Dave,
And I'm Karen.
and we're the Perry family.
We've been coming to Friends for about 15 years now. We started when our daughter Caitlin, was in the 5th grade. She and our son Daniel both had a lot of friends here. Our daughter Caitlin is 20, and she came to Friends in the middle of her 1st grade year. So we had started her at our local public school. Caitlin is very smart. She loves learning. She started coming home very sad, very quiet. She started asking if she, could skip school. Mommy, even in 1st grade. I volunteered in her classroom, and so I could see a little bit of what was going on, and it was nothing bad. It was just, there were 38 1st graders. The teacher, she was fabulous, but she was completely overwhelmed. I mean, that's a hard situation. And so David and I sat down and prayed, and he said, let's go check out Friends, because he had had such a phenomenal experience. So we went the very next day, and we sat down in the back of the classroom, and well under a minute, maybe 30 seconds, I was in tears. It was like the Lord just said, this is where she needs to be. Within a couple days, she was at Friends. But the biggest thing was that when we picked her up that first day, it was like we had our little girl back. I mean, it was instantaneous. She was happy, she was talkative, she was so excited to come to school. She finished Friends Christian, Daniel went all the way through. Our experience obviously is unique to our family, but it's not unusual. I think every Friends Christian family would say that they have this equally amazing story of just the way that the teachers really know those kids.
She was just a face in the crowd at the other place and just was having a hard time being known. And, here at Friends, all the teachers knew her name. The kids were kind to her and just accepting. And so that made a huge difference to me as a parent, just sending her off every day, knowing that she was in a great environment and a Christ-like environment. So that was important to us. When I first heard about the Capital Campaign, the thing I thought of was that we have godly leadership here that's listening to the Lord moving, and I was excited that God was moving in their hearts to take us in a direction to reach more people for Christ.
So, God can do whatever he wants with or without us, but he's inviting us to be a part of something way bigger than us. We need the money to do the thing, but the money really isn't the main point. The main point is the people. The main point is those kids. The main point is, the Caitlins and the Daniels that need this experience and this place. And one thing that we've learned through life is that when we partner up with God, that's the best place to be, because he's going to allow us just a little glimpse into the bigger picture that we don't normally get to see.
When you talk about money, it's all God's money. It's not my money. And so I just love when we're generous and join God in what he's moving and doing. It's a sacrifice, but it's rewarding to be part of what he's doing. So
more space provides more opportunities. And then it also provides a lot of opportunities for the church to use it, and then for the community also. With my kids being a little bit older, I can look back and see the value of the Christian education and the impact that it has made on our kids. They would talk to them about how Jesus really is over everything. And the thing that excites me about the future for the school is that kind of thing needs to continue. The message that they're sharing, that Jesus is the answer, that wasn't just something we needed a few years ago. That's something we still need. And I think in today's world, it's going to become more and more important. So I would just love to have as many kids as possible get to have the Friends experience, because we've seen what it's done for our own kids. And the more kids that we can have here, the better, not because we want to be this big giant school, but because what the school's doing is so valuable for kids. My heart personally is I just want every family who wants to be able to be here, for them to be able to be here.
I guess what I would just say, if you're trying to decide whether you're going to give financially to the campaign or not, is just pray about it and understand that it's literally some buy-in to what God's doing, and it's a great adventure to be part of that. Don't be afraid to join God in what he's doing. Being involved in this opportunity here at Yorba Linda Friends, I know the heartbeat is for other people and to reach more people for Christ. And so it just makes it an easy fit for us to want to be involved in something like that again. That's gonna, our kids aren't gonna go to Friends Christian anymore because they're too old, and we're not having any more kids, but I can still get excited about other people's kids coming to know Christ and having that same experience.